Well, hello the new from me, Leonard Wells, broadcasting as usual from Studio B in the Giggle Mill in Haslingden, Lancashire, north of Manchester. Fortunately, being in Studio B, I have the honour to have as my resident engineer that very sweet chap, Adolf Apfelstrudel from Berchtesgaden in Bavaria. This means the broadcast will be technically perfect, but limited to 12 digital megaburgers, which means I have to deny you once again that all-time thrill of hearing and seeing my world-famously forgettable rendition of Nessun Dorma. Tonight I have two Jewish jokes for your entertainment. The first one concerns a chap called Lionel Bloom, who went to see his doctor, who pronounced him very ill and gave him 6 months to live. So he went to his rabbi and said, "Rabbi, what do you advise? I've been given 6 months to live." So the rabbi said, "You're not married, are you?" He said, "No, Rabbi, I'm not." He said, "Get married. Marry a Jewish woman." So Lionel said, "Will that make me live longer?" He said, "No, it'll just feel longer," he said. Thank you. The second Jewish joke concerns a Jewish chap called Hyman, who was quite wealthy and was determined to take it with him into the next world, into heaven in fact. So every night he was on his knees and he prayed and prayed and prayed to be allowed to take his money and wealth into heaven with him. One night, in the middle of the night, an angel appeared and said, "Hyman, we've heard your prayer. It's not allowed to take money from earth into the next world, particularly into heaven." So Hyman said, "Well, would you please do me a favour? Would you just ask as a special favour to me?" So away the angel goes, and half an hour later he comes back and he said, "God has allowed one special favour. You can bring one carry-on bag with you, bring your wealth in it or whatever you want to put in it." So he was very grateful. So he immediately pawned all his jewellery and finery, and he bought gold bars and he put them in this carry-on bag and he kept it at the side of the bed. Eventually, of course, he died and he appeared at the pearly gates carrying this carry-on bag, and St. Peter was there and said, "What's this? You can't bring this with you." But he said, "I've been given special dispensation." He said, "An angel asked the Almighty and he gave me a special dispensation." He said, "You go and check." So away St. Peter went and he came back and he said, "Yes, you're right." He said, "I'm surprised." He said, "I have to check though what you've got in your bag." So he opened the bag and he said, "You brought paving stones?" Thank you and good night, folks.